Institute is here to help you get your health and fitness journey started or to bring your current fitness level to new heights. Call the Custom Fitness Institute today at 954-999-8458. Walsh Trading Inc. is located in the historic Chicago Financial District. Walsh specializes in building long-term relationships that assist you in your asset management needs. Given the long-standing bull market in equities, now may be an excellent time to look for uncorrelated opportunities in the futures markets. Let Walsh Trading offer you a free, no-obligation assessment that may prove fruitful in 2017. Walsh would remind our listeners that investments in futures contracts bear the risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors. Be sure to review your financial situation before investing with Walsh Trading Inc. Info at walshtrading.com. Call 1-800-993-5449. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Are you kidding me? Who told you that?
It's a known fact.
No. Incorrect. You are absolutely incorrect.
Everybody knows at school.
There's always three sides to a story. His, hers, and the truth. Welcome to He Said, She Said, South Florida Style, starring Amy Schreibman and Mike L. Mudacy.
Typical caveman response.
Logic versus illogic.
Yes, and apparently I am the only one with logic in the room.
My wife tells me that all the time.
Exactly.
Listen to learn more about what he said and about what she said.
How does Noah deal with this?
He deals with it very well because I am in charge.
Understood.
As most women are.
Not in my household.
Oh, please stop it now.
No, Abby's in charge.
You're damn right she's in charge.
When she's home with the kids.
And maybe, just maybe, you can pick a side. And now, here's Dr. Amy Schreibman and Mike L. Mudacy with our show.
Well, good evening and welcome to He Said, She Said, South Florida Style. We are here live on Facebook, and we are also on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM. And we are here today with our new regular guest, Melissa Santiago.
Okay, before we
and the referee, Freddie
we get started.
Big Interrupter Santori.
Yes, I'm sorry.
He is the referee.
Let me get the black microphone, please.
Cialis for everyone.
Apparently, when I say black mic,
that's the Cialis mic, because
understands.
the mic falls down. So,
okay,
but not with you because you're so beautiful.
That microphone is not going no place.
I know.
No place like home.
Arise!
Oh, look at this. If I move
Anyway,
back, you can
so
see
what's
me.
going on?
How are you doing?
I'm fabulous, thank you.
Listen, we have Mike is not here today.
No, Mike is not here.
He's
Poor
in
Mike.
the DR.
Again.
I know
Lucky
that guy,
him.
You know what a life.
Life for Riley, he's got going. Abby, if you're watching, we all know how hard it is for you because he's always away. I'm sorry, it's not fair. I think Abby should go to the DR. That's what I think. 3 boys.
I think
on.
we should all go to the DR.
Never been to the DR. I'd like to go. You want to go?
you've
Let's do a
definitely
show
got to
from the
go.
DR. Hey, how about we go with Mike and do a show from the DR?
That sounds like
on
an
that.
idea.
I said,
We're
let's
actually
leave.
working on that.
All right. We should have done a show from New Mexico. You guys could have taped it.
You didn't take us.
I would have loved for you to come. It was very beautiful. But, of course, I was in New Mexico. It's usually like 375
Right.
degrees in the shade. Snowstorm.
Oh.
Snowstorm, yes.
How
It
is that
was
possible?
37 degrees, and there was 8 inches of snow in Santa Fe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that happen?
No. It's an anomaly, they told me. I'm like, yeah, okay, because I'm here.
Anywhere
Kinda
you
scary.
go, anywhere you go, it's an
I bring weather. What can I tell you? I don't know.
You
I
bring
was-
hurricanes, you bring storms.
That's what I do, honey, because that's my middle name, Stormy. But
Now you said today
very
we
good.
had some interesting subject matter.
yes,
for
we
it.
do. Let's talk about it.
Let's. Why don't you start us off?
Well, I forget which one we were talking
I
about.
knew she was going to say
No,
that.
I know.
How did I know she was going to say that?
No, because it's a little controversial, and I don't really want to talk about that right now.
All
we were
right.
talking about gender.
Okay.
Gender. That's what it was.
let's
I'll bring
do it.
up.
We were
When you're
talking
too
about
embarrassed, I'll bring it
gender.
up.
And I just read an article in Time Magazine, which is not a medical journal, but it's in other journals too, about that there is no longer considered 2 genders. It's like 100
There's
different
only one
types.
gender now.
No,
8.
no, it's not one. Stop it. It's not something to make fun
I'm
of.
pretty sure that's against the rules.
No, but I think
Listen, hurry up. Move it along. It's a
it's
half-hour show.
difficult for people.
I'm
Like
very upset about this thing.
my colleagues and I were discussing it
You have
in Santa Fe all the my colleagues,
That's
my
nice.
professional colleagues,
Professional
and we were,
colleagues.
and some of them were
Excuse me.
on board with it. There actually was a lecture there on transgender.
Okay.
And we weren't sure if the man who gave the lecture was transgender. He did not divulge that information. But it's very hard for some people to get their head around.
Yeah.
The head around what?
I'm one of
That
those
there
people.
is more than one way to identify as gender.
You told me there was 110.
Over 100. I don't know how many, but there were over 100 ways to gender. Now, I am very supportive of transgender. I am very supportive of, that the lesbian and bisexual and gay and transgender and queer community. I think it's very important that we recognize that. But do you, I don't have a problem. You can pee wherever you want. I really
I
don't
have a
care.
problem.
I don't have a problem with that.
I have a problem.
Why?
Because I go to Atlantic Avenue and there's no line to go to the men's room because guys go in, they pee and they leave.
Right.
It's not like they write their name on the wall or anything,
Yeah.
right? But the women jump off this long line and use up the men's bathroom.
Let me tell you something.
No,
If
let
I
me
had
tell
to go
you
to the
something.
bathroom, Macy's
I'll pee-
window, high noon on 34th Street. If I had to
You're
pay
gonna jump in the men's
other
bathroom.
one, I'd go to
So if I
anybody's
urinate on you,
bathroom.
it's okay, right?
Let me
I've
tell
done
you
it.
So I
something.
gotta go.
Why not? What is the big
Because
deal?
men aren't allowed to go in the
Why?
women's
What are you
bathroom.
going to do? You're going to have sex with a woman in the
You're
bathroom?
gonna
Why?
have
Like
sex. The women are gonna get all
Were you not at
crazy.
Studio 54? I mean, people were
I
doing it on the
was. That's
dance
one of
floor.
the
That's what I'm
reasons people were
saying.
peeing on everybody.
Stop it. Just go. Go to the bathroom. I don't think that's a problem for me.
You don't think it's a
If I may, I don't think it's a problem either, as long as we're all adults,
Yeah.
right? However, let's think about if we have a 9-year-old daughter.
But then my kids are 16 and 14. I still don't let them go. I don't let them go to the bathroom alone.
Right.
What do you walk into the
No.
bathroom with your boys?
When they were babies, I did.
Oh, absolutely.
I took them with me wherever.
Okay,
To the
okay,
women's
hold
room.
on, hold on.
Shit.
Let's not change the subject.
No, I'm not
We are
changing the
talking
subject. I'm
about
just saying,
grown people.
if people are let me ask you this: you don't think that people lurk in the parks when your kid has to go
We're
to the
not
bathroom in
talking
the park?
about parks. We're talking
happens.
about
You're in
a
a
bathroom
pa-
in a restaurant.
Well, that's what I'm
in
talking
there,
about. The bathroom at the park. There's a bathroom
I'm
at the
in there
park.
trying to use the John, and in pops in this chick.
Let me ask you something. What did she walk around with her underwear off?
I don't know
Or
why she
pants
walked
down?
around. She saw me with mine.
We go in the store. We're not looking at you in the
How do
urinal.
I know you ain't looking?
What am I looking at? You
I
peeing?
don't
How
know.
attractive that
I
is.
don't know. First of all, when the guys
So
at the
attractive.
urinal,
Let me jump on that.
guys
Come
on the
on.
urinal, because for some reason they don't give toilets
Personally,
in men's
I
bathroom.
find that very repulsive to begin
The,
with.
the urinal in
standing
general.
on
Don't
your
you think it's just I mean, I have gone to the men's room in Philadelphia
sure you have.
at the stadium because sometimes you just have to go and the
Right,
line is too long,
immediately.
and you have to go. It's very cold.
And what
there
do you do?
and-
You pee in the urinal?
No, and they're all standing. I find that
Did you pee in the
disgusting.
urinal?
No, I did not pee in
Absolutely
the urinal.
not.
Well, I can't. How am I, anatomically I can't. So
That's
I
not
see
true.
them standing up against the thing. And that stuff kind of splashes back. I find it very repulsive,
Oh, yeah,
and
now
it's very
today's
dirty and
repulsive 2
stinky.
children later. Listen, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Women can anatomically use a urinal. I've seen it. This chick came over. She puts her leg up on
I'd
the
like to
stand.
know where Freddie's using the restroom.
I was in New York.
Where in New York?
In Manhattan.
The subway,
Maybe.
maybe.
What were you in the
in a
subway? Was it a
restaurant.
crazy?
Yeah, in the subway.
Let me tell you
In a
something.
restaurant.
I have never peed in a urinal.
I didn't think it was you.
No,
I didn't say it was
I
you.
just have never
But I'm
peed in
gonna tell
a
you,
urinal.
Doc. I'm gonna tell you.
It's possible.
Just saying. Absolutely.
I'm thinking about that now in my head.
We're going to have to take your word for
Why?
it.
No.
Women
Let me tell you
can't. She
something.
puts her
We
leg
were
up on this thing
I
and
couldn't do.
goes to town.
It
I'm
goes
like,
all
are you
over.
serious?
Women don't have like a perfect straight stream.
Yes,
No.
they do.
No,
I
they
wish
do.
we
I'm
did.
a woman. I know we do not.
Well, maybe
Sometimes
yours
it
is
goes
crooked.
all over.
That was
Maybe
my
yours
talent.
is-
Yeah, that's talent.
Maybe yours is crooked, but this chick,
Well,
she
no one's
she pee
complained
better
about the
than a
crooked.
man.
Let me tell you that right
Nobody's
now. But
complained.
I'm
Maybe
serious.
maybe, you know,
Maybe she was a man.
maybe
Maybe
she
she
could
was.
anatomically do it.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
If you're a woman and you become a man
Yes.
and you use a men's bathroom, right? How do you learn? How do you know what to use?
Well, I think it depends. Like, okay, let's talk about Caitlyn Jenner. She
Okay.
had the complete surgery done in January.
Suppose you don't have complete.
Well, then you're still a woman. You identify as a
See,
woman.
this is
so
where
you're a
it all
woman.
gets very
This is
confusing
getting
for
very
me.
gray now.
Let me ask you a question. You're in a restaurant and you see a person who's a woman. Mm-hmm. Do you assume that there's a penis there? No, you
No.
assume that she has a vagina.
Until she
Yes.
goes to the
But
bathroom.
what, you in there with her? Who cares?
If I'm in there with her and he's a him,
He's in the store with
Then
the
he's
door
in the right
closed.
bathroom, I would
Thank
say.
You know, no, I'm sorry. I disagree with that. I think it doesn't matter. I don't think it
so
matters.
he should go into the
Let me
women's
tell you a
bathroom.
story. I was just out of nursing school. I had just graduated, and I was working at a hospital. And there was this woman patient, and she was in the room. And I got to tell you something. Drop dead. Oh, my God, gorgeous. Okay?
That doesn't make a difference. but go ahead.
Blonde hair, the whole makeup,
Beautiful
had the
woman.
little
Supermodel
perk.
thing going.
She was
So
a
I'm
man?
doing my exam and, checking out, do the boobie exam. I'm like, how long have you had the implants? Blah, blah, blah. When was your last mammogram? Da, 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 da. And then we get, we go down. And then, surprise, when I lifted the covers, okay? And I'm like, why didn't you tell me? I said, I don't care. I said, but I need to be surprised like that. And she laughed and stuff like that. I think a lot of times people don't understand. My big question is that if you identify as a woman and you're a man, or you identify as a man and you're a woman,
Yeah.
whatever you
What's the
identify it as, so then why can't you identify as other things? Like, I don't recall if you remember about Rachel Dozier, the woman who worked for the NAACP, and she was outed as a white woman, but she said she identified as an African American
yes,
woman.
I do recall.
So if it's okay to do that with gender, why can't you do that with everything?
Because you're exposing stuff. There's stuff being exposed. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say the men's line is around the corner and I run into the bathroom.
Go ahead.
And you're in the bathroom. All right?
I'd
and
say
you're
hi.
doing your business. And
How
they
you
don't have a
doing?
door because a lot of places don't have doors. And I walk
Go
by.
to the bathroom. Every place I go has a door.
I'm trying to imagine these restrooms he uses, and
Where do you go in the jungle?
A lot of places don't.
It's,
But hold on a second. Hold on. So
understand
I
that.
see you in the bathroom, right?
say,
I see
hey,
you.
how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Doc? How you doing? I see you taking a. I see you using the bathroom. Real cool. Real nice.
You
And I'm
were
having
say
this
taking a
convers- and I'm having a conversation with you. And that's all good, right? There's no problem with that. I mean, there's a lot of women floating around.
I would
Hey,
be like,
anybody got
can
one
you
of those
pass me
tubular
some
things?
toilet tissue because I ran out here? What do I?
Yeah.
The tubular things
Let
and
me
that's
ask you a
floating
question.
around.
Why do? I don't understand. Like, is anybody walking around with their sexual
I
organs
don't think
out?
so.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I
So
don't
who
think
cares what's
It's
going
kind
in
of
your
like
bathroom?
work, you go to work and you get your job done.
You
go to the
and
bathroom and you
wash
get your job
hands.
done.
Make sure you wash your hands, though. That's very important.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, I don't care for that when you don't wash your hands.
Okay, Dr.
One
Schreibman.
time, no, I got to tell you what happened to me in Publix not
I'm
too long
afraid to
ago.
ask.
I had to go to the ladies' room, so I ran into the ladies' room because oftentimes I can't go to the bathroom before I leave in the morning because my children have totally
Right.
screwed up my whole schedule. So then I realized I didn't go to the bathroom, make pee-pee before I leave, and then I have to go. So I ran into Publix, and I go to the bathroom. And I'm a nurse. I always have Purell with me
Oh, yeah.
all the time because and the bathroom was a little shady, in this pub. Not that it wasn't clean, but I just didn't feel comfortable. And they didn't get to it yet.
Right.
So I Purelled my hands in the bathroom when I left. This woman yells at me. She goes, "You need to wash your hands. You're disgusting."
She didn't know who she was talking to.
Let me just tell you something. I ripped her a new one. She was in the bathroom long after I left. I was so mad. I'm like, first of all, and
With
I
the
just
whole
let
finger.
the whole
I
finger
love
and the
that.
whole
They
Bronx
talk
head.
to you with the finger?
No, she was
she
like,
does
you
it.
You
gotta
talked to her
wash
with
it.
the finger?
And I did the.
She does the Bronx thing.
Excuse me.
Like this.
Yeah, let her have it. I said, first
Hey, listen,
of all.
I'm from the Bronx, and not in 42 years anybody talked to me with the finger.
Oh, I do.
Where,
I
were,
would've broken
where were
it in
you
half.
in the
My
Bronx?
my husband loves
The
when I
South
do
Bronx.
that with him.
North Bronx, East Bronx.
You
Really?
were in the nice section of the Bronx.
I was in the
please.
South Bronx.
You went where? On Hollywood Avenue was not the South Bronx.
Not Hollywood Avenue. That was the North Bronx.
Hollywood?
But
No,
I
that
grew
was-
up in the South
Where'd you
Bronx.
grow up?
By St. Mary's Park.
Is that by Southern Boulevard?
In that area, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I
that's
know
where
where
I
you
grew
are.
up.
Fort Apache,
Yeah,
the Bronx.
I grew up over there.
I was right
180th
down-
Street,
right-
Tremont Avenue. Don't
Right.
even go
Oh, you
there.
in a good section. I was
Oh,
right. I
please.
was by the jail.
I was right by West Farms. Please, cut me a break,
There you go,
dude.
West Farms.
That's where I grew
That's
up.
a nice
Don't
area.
even go there with me.
You
Okay.
lived there. What year did you live
My
there?
whole life until
Really?
I was born, 1962.
Well, you made it out
Garfield
alive?
Street in the Bronx, 1713
And the
Garfield,
tanning-
10460.
Do you know that me and Doc...
I was 10468.
There you go.
So was I. Do you know that me and Doc grew up by Skate Key, right?
Oh my goodness! Friday and Saturday
Can I
nights
just say
at
one
Skate
thing?
Key
There was
were
this place, when
good
I was growing up,
times.
skating was still skating was a big thing. And do you remember
So
that
much fun.
place? And
The
then right
DJ.
next door was the Chateau Pelham where everybody got
Chateau
married.
Pelham.
Oh, Jesus, that
And
was
across
awful.
the street was the drive-in.
Yes, it was the drive-in. Do you remember on the see? Everybody thinks Western Beef started
Western
here.
Beef.
That
No,
was in
I
the Bronx
remember.
on Westchester Avenue under the
Western
L.
Beef.
We
Yeah.
used to go there.
Yeah, I
It was
used to
the best
crack up.
restaurant. It was a
Wasn't
mob
it so-
joint.
It was so mobbed
the
up.
best.
I love the Bronx because there's a lot of mob up things.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it very much growing
Somehow
up
I
there.
never noticed it growing up. It
Oh my
must have been
God.
all around me, and I just was
We
so
used
used
to have
it. I
this
didn't
mean.
notice.
I grew
Yeah.
up on a street called Garfield Street, and literally
Garfield.
right across the street from my bedroom window was a
Isn't that by
conservative.
Allerton Avenue?
No. Morris Park, Van
Morris
Ness,
Park, okay.
White Plains Road, and there was a synagogue, a conservative synagogue. Every morning, like clockwork, there was a man in his car in front of the synagogue. So you see this guy every day. You just wave. He was the local bookie. Had no idea, and he would wave to us all the time. I'm like, Ma, who is this guy? She goes, he's just a neighborhood man. Like, I'm like, well, Mom, what? As we got older, I'm like, well, what does he do? She goes, he takes numbers. I'm like, well, where does he take them? He goes, no, he's a bookie. I was like, oh God, yeah, all the time. I mean, it was so.
That was the
mobbed up.
norm, though. That was the norm.
It was so
Yes.
funny.
You remember how they used to determine the winner of the 3 numbers? The
Yeah,
bookies?
it was from the
horse racing.
races. Exactly. One day,
Belmont, not Belmont,
no,
Yonkers.
Aqua, it was
Yonkers.
Yonkers. I used to
I
go
grew up there, by the way.
Let me
Yonkers?
just say this. One day I went into my father had a luncheonette in the neighborhood, and I went in one day. I said, "Oh, I had this dream of a number 169." I have never seen people go insane. They're like,
That number comes out of
they
what?
played that number, whatever they did, and it won.
I hit 7 times,
And-
0.99.
Oh my God. And every day they would ask me, did you have a dream? Did you have a dream? I'm like, please, people, it was just a
me
dream.
alone.
It was terrible.
That's
It was
funny.
terrible. It was
That's
crazy.
funny. It's so strange. What was the name of your father's luncheonette?
Yeah, it was just Tony's. It was his right on the
Just
corner
Tony's.
of Garfield Street and Van Ness Avenue.
I remember Van Ness.
Lino, right across the street from Lino's Tavern. Shout out to Lino's Tavern. Not there anymore, I don't think. Anyway,
When was the last time you were up there?
I would have to say I was in the Bronx on my block about 4 years ago.
Really? And
Yeah.
you?
Last time I was in New York was this last holiday season, December.
Oh, okay.
I've been in New York since, but
Yeah.
in the Bronx.
In the
I mean, we
Bronx.
always go to the Bronx to get pizza with the kids
Had to
and
swing
stuff
by
like
Grand
that.
Avenue to see my aunt
You know Grand Avenue very well.
on
That-
McCombs Road.
McCombs, I
The
know it
best
very well.
thing about being in the Bronx was easy access to Westchester, easy access to Manhattan,
Yep.
easy access to Connecticut.
Yep.
It honestly is it is the best borough. It's beautiful. It's a little different now, but I think that's
we
with
have it now.
every borough. You get that evolution of change, and
Yeah.
things just change, and then
Things are changing now all
That's what
over.
I keep saying to my husband. We should buy something there. So I
Yeah,
could-
why don't you buy in Grand Avenue? Where they stole my truck. McCombs Dam Park, remember McCombs? They put the
yeah.
Yankee Stadium there.
Did I ever tell you the story of what happened to my parents' car? It was like about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little later. And I hear my mother, hey, get out of my car. Some dude was
Trying
taking
to
it,
jump the
when
car?
radios, taking the radio out of the car.
Oh, no.
I hear my mother scream. I'm like, what's going on? She goes, somebody's robbing the radio out of the car. I went downstairs, literally, this is a true story, in my pajamas, and my father had a cue stick. I took the cue stick, and I got him in the car. I said, don't
What'd you
even
do,
move.
hit him in the head?
No, I said, don't even move.
Oh, you held the cue stick
And
to
he's
his
like,
neck?
no hablo inglés. I said, yo hablo español, entiendo todo. The guy almost crapped in his pants. I held him till the
That was
police
really
came.
good, by the way.
I
You
know.
held him with a cue stick?
Held him with a cue stick. I said,
How'd you do that? I wasn't taking the cue stick and you over there with
No,
it.
he was. Let me tell you something. I was in such a rage. I never heard myself speak like it came from like my toes.
Like you were possessed.
Yeah. My whole neighborhood came out and applauded me. I will never forget that. It's a true story. And I held him till the cops came. I said, you move, I'll kill you right here in Spanish.
I had a friend of mine named Quadra. He was 525 pounds, and they were robbing the radio out of his car.
No way.
And I'm working with Quadra. I mean, this guy was huge. He says, look at this guy. Look at this knucklehead. So he said, hey, Papi, what are you doing? Oh, I'm busy. He said, let me help you. Quadra took this guy's head and started hitting it on the roof of the car like a melon. I'm like, Cops came by. He says, hey, wait until the ambulance comes. You can finish it.
It's all right. Finish it up. That's it. Finish
But it
it
was
up.
fun.
But
So what else we got? So now we
else we
can't pee
got?
anywhere.
I think you can pee wherever you want. I
I'm
think you
gonna
can be
pee in
whatever
public.
you
I'm
want.
just gonna
I think
pee.
you can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
I do. I really do.
That's
You should
crazy.
be able to.
I think so. And I think
get
the
one life.
stereotype of I do see
So So you don't mind if children are in the bathroom and guys walk in there, little girls in the bath? It doesn't matter, right?
Little girls shouldn't be in the bathroom by
Alone.
themselves.
Oh, what are you
Very
doing,
much.
Mom?
End of story.
So mom and you and little girls in the bathroom is okay. Guy comes in there and starts doing the willy willy on the wall.
Well, why? If I brought my kid, I have gone into the
That's
women's
tough.
bathroom with my little boys.
It doesn't work. You know what? What you are,
Disagree.
whatever you're born with, go to that bath.
I think it's okay because we have boys. But should I have had a daughter?
What about
I think
women?
I
we
feel
have a friend.
differently.
We
Things
have a
change,
friend
I
who's
see.
a widow, and he has a daughter.
He doesn't
Okay.
count.
And what he had to bring her in the men's room. What was he going to do?
Right. He can't go in the
He
women's
has no
room.
wife, no girlfriend. What was he going to do? Ask a stranger to bring his daughter in the
Right.
bathroom? No, I don't
Right.
think so.
Well, I think parents should not let their babies stray too far, especially into public bathrooms. So
I'm
it
just
doesn't matter,
saying.
girl, boy.
You got to see me like a lunatic at the park.
Well, you're like a lunatic in
No,
whatever
seriously,
part.
I'll still open the door. Are you in there?
Yeah,
And the
absolutely.
men will come out and they'll look. I said, don't even look at me like that. That's what I tell them straight up.
Do you always talk with the finger?
Always with the finger when I'm really like
When she's
sassy.
angry.
Don't even. I tell them right there. Don't even.
All right, so what
Well, you
else?
know you're in
You
trouble
got
when
10
the
minutes.
finger
What else
comes
you
out.
got? What else you
I
got?
don't know. I think everyone should go to New Mexico because it's quite beautiful.
You like
It's too
it?
cold.
No, well, it was cold because I was there, but you should go without me. It's very honestly Santa Fe. It's like
Beautiful.
a picture book. I love the women there. No one wears makeup.
Oh,
Everyone has
Natural
sensible
beauties.
shoes. It's fabulous.
Nice.
There is not one woman had. I don't think one woman had a dress above her knee except for me.
What
That
was
it.
your dress?
well, I definitely
I wore
won't
my
fit in
pretty
there.
purple dress.
Why?
I can't go to New
Yeah.
Mexico.
It was
Why
lovely.
is that?
No, it was lovely because no one cares.
Your dress
There's
is
no
below your knee?
pressure. There was
I have
no
0
pressure.
dresses below my knee.
No pressure. There was no pressure. I love it, and everybody was just happy. There was no pressure.
How
Very
was
different.
that? Good for you?
It
You
was
like-
very
no?
nice. I had I don't sleep when I'm away out of my house though, so I really
I
didn't
don't
sleep
blame
well.
you. I'm the same way.
Yeah, I didn't like
You
it.
guys don't sleep when you're out of your house?
No.
Well, I don't sleep, period.
So
So
no, there you go.
No, if you don't sleep, period, it's not a problem. But you sleep. I know you have because I seen you sit in that chair in the other room and you snore.
He's such a liar. I don't sleep at all.
I see you snore. Though.
Where do I snore?
And you snore with your eyes open.
You know
which
what's
is really
gorgeous? He's such a liar. But you know what? I will tell
that's
you.
really creepy.
I took Xanax one time.
One time.
It is the best medicine on the planet.
Is it?
My girlfriend gave it to me when she came to visit, and she said, "Take this. You never sleep. You need." The next thing I know was 2 hours later. She fell
2
asleep,
hours?
gorgeous in the chair. I was like, "Oh my God, what happened?" I said, "Somebody could really hurt me if they gave me a Xanax." I shouldn't say that on
I'm
the air.
curious. This one never sleeps. How do you function? If,
Sleep. They lift
They had to
the
take
fat
out the
pads
pads. You
display-
had pads in your eye?
Fat pads displaced,
never
and they
done
had to
any.
put
Or
them.
you had
I said,
crow's
"No, I'm
feet.
not ashamed to
Have
say.
you?
Just the eyes. The
I
fat
didn't
pads
know.
went up.
I had
and
no
you-
idea.
And you don't sleep and your eyes get puffy.
Very puffy. Everything gets puffy. I think sleeping is so important because it
It's the
even
worst.
helps you lose
It's
weight.
like a curse.
If you don't sleep, it messes up
But you
everything.
don't.
I know. That's
And
why I'm
you
messed
don't.
up.
I don't need men didn't sleep. Because I could survive
I love
with
when
3
Noah
hours.
says, "Oh, I didn't sleep a wink." I said, "Yeah, well, I was
Yeah,
watching
okay.
you all night, sucking in the air." Let me tell you something right now.
Oh
Just in
my
there.
gosh.
Nothing annoys
Listen,
me
I
more.
saw
I
you
know
sleep
exactly what you mean.
in the other room. You fell asleep. Your eyes were wide
I
open. That
never
was the
felt
scariest
it.
thing I've ever
He's
seen.
such a liar. Let me says, I watch everything. Noah wakes up in the middle of the night and he looks at me. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Watching you." He goes, "Why?" I said, "Because I can't sleep." I said, "I'm admiring your beauty while you sleep."
I swear to God, if I woke up to somebody watching me sleep, I'd throw you out of the room.
He gets jumpy.
Says you got to go.
He does. He goes, "What are you
pretty
doing?"
creepy.
There was when we lived in our first apartment here in Florida. We had a ceiling with like lines in it. I knew how many squares there were and everything because I
that's the
I
worst.
would count.
Do you watch television at night?
Actually, I love falling to sleep with the television on.
But
I
it
do.
has to turn off. It needs a sleep timer, right?
Get a,
No,
get a,
I
get
don't.
A,
I do. I need
I
it
enjoy
clapper.
that. The clapper.
I need it to
No,
turn off.
I enjoy a television low. It's got to be low because you ever wake up with the TV on and it's on a regular
startling.
volume. It's very startling.
Do you watch Netflix?
I thought it was just me.
I do not
She's a
watch
Netflix
Netflix.
junkie.
Oh, yes.
She
I
gave me
don't.
all these shows to watch. I'm still watching.
I
The
don't
Dead,
watch TV
Walking
because you
Dead.
want to know what's on when I go in the bedroom to go watch
I'm
the
afraid to
television.
ask.
ESPN, some BS hockey game.
So
How
get
about when you
Netflix.
turn on the
Blah,
TV
blah,
and it's on there
blah.
automatically?
All the
You can't
time.
get away.
Every television in the house.
Get Netflix.
I can't.
So you can watch The
Can
Walking
I
Dead.
just?
she
I
have time
tell.
for Netflix?
Do I look like I have time to
Yeah,
do
'cause
anything?
But you're
gonna tell-
awake.
I mean, you're awake anyway. What difference
Yeah,
does
but
it
I
make?
can't. You know what I do? I go on
What do
my
you do?
phone. I like to play a game. I play.
I hear
play
that's bad.
toys.
Oh,
I
that's
hear,
horrible.
I
It
hear
is
that
very
that
bad for you, but I don't care. I'm like
I
55
hear it
years
makes
old.
it
I don't care.
worse. It makes the insomnia worse.
Let me just tell you something. I'm going to be 55 years old in September.
When you're 16, you don't sleep. You know what you're gonna look like?
No, I don't care. Look what I look like now.
You look pretty good
Beautiful.
right now.
I don't know. Well, 5 years, I think I'll still look
I
good.
don't think so.
I
I
think
think
I'm
so.
fabulous for 55.
I
Don't
think
you
you
think?
look gorgeous.
I
I think you're
think-
fabulous
I
just
think
for
all women
anything.
are fabulous.
you need
If
a
you can
little
make
rest.
it to 55 and you have children, I think you're extra fabulous.
I think you're being a little mean today.
She
She's an
doesn't
animal.
sleep.
He's an
You know
ass.
what happens when she doesn't sleep? She gets cranky.
Oh.
And you know
I'm
what
always
happens when she's
cranky.
cranky? I know you're always
I
cranky. You ever
heard
wonder
that.
why?
It's like having a perpetual period, except I'm
Perpetual
postmenopause.
period. That's like elongated period.
It's very long.
Jeez.
It's very long.
It's crazy.
But I don't have a period anymore.
Do you ever wake up at night and you just feel paralyzed? Like you just can't move?
That is a phenomena of sleep.
Listen, I don't know what it is.
That is called
It's my
paralysis.
house.
My husband
I
tells
can
me
get
about
up and
that.
walk around and turn on all the lights if I want to. Yet somehow I
can't
just
move.
lie there awake. And I cannot get up. I almost feel paralyzed.
That is that is a sleep. That's part of a sleep phenomenon.
You know, that
That's
could be,
for real.
that
Tell
could be
me
very,
more.
that
It
could be
is,
very
it's true.
serious.
Tell me more.
No, I'm serious. That
I'm
is very
fine,
normal.
Freddie,
I
stop
used to
it.
have that a lot, particularly when I was in my 20s and 30s. Like
What
I
is
couldn't
that?
even turn. You felt like you couldn't turn. You're like
Like I don't
paralyzed.
want to move.
If she has it, do you think it's normal? If
Yeah,
she
shut
had it, you think
up.
it's normal?
I think if more than one person has it, then yes, there
Listen,
may
I'm
be
gonna
a
tell
chance
you,
that it's normal.
It is very dangerous what you have. You have to go to sleep.
Please
Matter of
shut up.
fact, lay down right there.
Freddie,
Did
are
you
are
see
bored
Mike
today?
on? Did you see Mike on Facebook? How handsome he was in his
No, I did
tuxedo
not.
with his son.
I did
He had a
not.
white tuxedo.
What was he,
Did he
the
bring his
Godfather?
boy?
I don't know, but he looked. His son's so cute.
The Godfather?
I don't. He went for a wedding. He said.
Well, he went for a wedding. He
You
got
could have
married?
pulled in, Mikey.
That's
But
nice.
Mikey, not for nothing.
yeah,
Huh?
not for nothing, Mike. Really,
You've
and
really got
bands
to
and
get to
that.
Dominican.
We gotta-
You've got to
been?
go. I've been. I went with my
Have you
family for
been?
Christmas.
Never been.
It was absolutely beautiful. We went to an all-inclusive, and it was great.
Really? I
We
would
all had a
like
good
to
time.
go.
They had an entertainment team.
I know.
They would just show up and do choreographed dancing. It was great.
You know what I want to do? I want to go back
What
to
do you wanna
Maine.
do?
I love Maine.
You want
Let's
to go
go.
back to Maine? She's
I-
talking about the
Now's the
DR.
time
You
of
want to
year
go
to
back
go.
to Maine?
No, it's a little too cold. It's a little too cold. Stay.
I don't
We
want
went in
to. I don't
June.
want to ever see
It
snow
was in.
again.
No, listen to me. We went in June when we went a couple of years ago. My kids are very, very daring. And David, of course, jumps into the
course.
water. He popped out of there so fast, I literally peed
It
my
was
pants.
ice cold.
It was like swimming
Yeah.
in a tub of ice. I put my toe in. I
so
said, I'm
used to
just going to
Florida.
hike, fellas.
You should just put your toe
kayaking.
in.
You got to go in July. You got to go in July. A little shout out to where I stayed, Hidden Ponds, if you're listening. And always Andrew McCarthy, if you're listening. I love you so much. But other than that, I like Maine. I love the whole New England thing. I
yeah.
love being around those people are just so sweet and the food is so good and the fish is amazing.
Listen, you have a minute left. Why don't you tell people how to write in so we can put this?
Okay, this is what you need to do. You need to go on our webpage. He said, she said, SOFLA.com. And just write in. Tell us what you want us to talk about. Or you can go on our Facebook page. He said, she said, South Florida style.
And help
leave
us
a note.
attack Dr. Amy. That's what it's all about.
Tag me. I will answer all your questions because I'm really cute and smart. And I want to thank Melissa for coming. She's going to be like a semi-regular now. So we're very excited about that. And Freddie, thank you for being our he this evening. And El Mudici, we'll see you when you get back, for God's sake. Other than that, thank you so much. Like us on our Facebook page and tell us what you think. It was very nice of you to join us this evening, and we will see you next week. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
You've been listening to and watching He Said, She Said South Florida Style. Join us every Monday at 6:30 p.m. on AM 1470 WNN and 95.3 FM. Or watch live on Facebook, Periscope, or AMP2 TV to talk about hot topics and what makes opposites attract. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.